we just went to bed and we woke up in the morning to this magnificent, beautiful riverside resort. And we had time for breakfast and coffee, and then we were off onto our first excursion, which was the Victory Steamboat Ride. And let me tell you, it was wonderful. It started at a very nice touristy shopping area, which was a lot of fun to shop in. All kinds of wonderful Alaskan trinkets.
Salmon, and will be till moose hunting season starts Labor Day. So we're going to have a quick introduction here, and then we'll come back from details. But Noah, good morning.
Morning, everyone. Here I have a chum salmon, and when you want to turn around and come back upriver, I'll show you how this is turned into dog food, and then I'll also tell you a little bit about fish camp life.
Well, it's an amazing process, turned into dog food. The important thing is nothing on that salmon will be thrown away. Everything is utilized, and you had to do that with the big animals too in order to survive. You know, way before aspirin, the local Athabascan folks cured headaches using tree bark and things like this. And you're going to learn more about these remedies and these usages as we go. But this economy is true of the big animals.
So
I want you to meet Rangerford Tarandus this morning.
There's
Not a
something
dinosaur.
interesting around
It's a
every
deer.
bend.
It comes in two models,
Again,
the
this is
caribou
the
and
first
the reindeer.
leg
The
of the
reindeer,
Princess
we're
Land
coming
and
out of the
Sea.
woods here, are standing in for their wild cousins, the caribou. And you're going to see these animals again, because when we go ashore at the village, you'll get up close and be able to get some good pictures. And something is happening right now, which
I don't want
is
to
very
spoil it for you,
significant.
but there's something
How does
interesting
a
around
deer,
every
a
bend.
grazing animal,
Alright, so here we are. It's day one of our Land and Sea, Princess Land and Sea package. We are leaving our first excursion, which was the steamship, the Victory steamship, with a lovely tourist center, with lovely tables, and I mean, couldn't have been better. But we're off to Denali now, so they take us directly from our excursion to our next hotel. We're in Fairbanks, and we're going to Denali. And we're traveling on this nice coach, and it has its own bathroom. We'll be 3.5 hours on the road to Denali, and our luggage will magically be there for us when we get there. We just got here to the Denali Lodge. It's about 4 o'clock. Are we done? No, because
we arrived
of
at 4 o'clock. Just in time for our 5 o'clock ATV excursion, which was a blast.
Denali Princess Williams Lodge remaining.
Yep. Oh, you can't see anything.
Alright, once again, hang on 1 second while they come on board and give you a little bit of information.
I must say our bus driver has been quite a wealth of information.
Did leave any bags underneath the coach today.
He was in the armed forces in Iraq.
Once again, welcome to Denali, ladies and gentlemen.
He's a really cool guy.
Don't forget your phone.
He told us all about hunting and fishing and loving every day.
Hey!
We just got here to the Denali Lounge. Yeah, this place is massive. It's much more beautiful than it was portrayed to be. In all the YouTube videos I've seen.
I said thus far.
Alright, as soon as you walk in, you see this. This is the top level of the Denali Wilderness Lodge. Today's your birthday. Are you having a good birthday?
Absolutely wonderful.
You guys feel ready to get some helmets on? Yep. All right. If you want to follow me in the back country of Denali National Park right behind us.
So, what a treat to find out that we would be ATVing through the beautiful Denali National Park. It had breathtaking vistas.
All right, talk about Purple Mountain's majesty. Good golly. This is pretty. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies.
It's going to wash it down every day from these fields.
I tried that today. All you did?
Yeah, it was the river there is way high.
I don't know if it, oh yeah.
For amber waves of green, for Purple Mountain's majesties, above a fruited plain. Did you hear me hit that note? No, because I didn't hit it. I botched it. Well, we are having just the most spectacular day. See my white knuckles? Do you see my white knuckles? Those roads are treacherous. They were treacherous.
As we splash back through them on our way out of here today. But I'm sure you're even more interested in what's going on behind me there.
Okay, guys, we have the most excellent waitress here.
Hi, my name is Lauren. Welcome to King Salmon.
Yeah, the King Salmon Princess Lodge.
Yeah, Denali Princess Wilderness
Denali.
Lodge. And we have the New York Strip, our best play, the Asiago Crusted Halibut, and our Alaskan Crab Cluster here.
Yes,
Ooh,
and we
so
can't
it's
wait
great.
to dig in.
Yes,
I got the
hope you all
halibut too.
enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, dear.
Can we get a water?
This is super cool salmon. This is the King Salmon restaurant we ate in. It's loaded with atmosphere. Okay, Boy Toy and I just got to our room. It looks like 2 queen beds. So we'll be able to sleep tonight together. Cool decorations. Now, look at these hooks. Now, that's something more hotels need to do. We got a fan. Nice. Here's the bathroom. This bathroom is a walk-in shower. That's a nice touch. That was well thought out. Oh, but it doesn't have a handheld shower. Oh well. But it's still an alright shower. A nice toilet. The toilet's doesn't look like it's too low to the ground. Okay, but there was no elevator getting up here, so we had to go up a big flight of stairs. I mean, you gotta take the good with the bad. That's it. But the room is beautiful. Let me video what happens when you walk outside. Again, we are at the Denali Princess Lodge. It's day 1 of our land and sea journey. This is what you see when you come outside. The mists are moving on the mountain. Hey, oh look, it's Carrie. Hey, neighbor. I'm getting video. It is gorgeous. The mountains, the mists are moving across the mountains. Oh, look, there's water over there. We're on a river. Breathtaking beauty, I tell you. Spectacular. It's a feast for the eyes. Yep, it's getting a lot cooler. Well, I have to say, breakfast was wonderful. The honeydew melon was the best honeydew melon I've ever had in my life. And everybody else agreed at our table. And look at these dahlias. Aren't they gorgeous? There are gorgeous flowers over here. All the flowers get larger over here. Everything. All the flowers. We're at the Fannie Mae Saloon at the Princess Denali Lodge for breakfast. They've got a buffet. It's about 20 bucks, give or take a little. Okay, so we are doing the Denali National Park and Preserve tour on these modified school buses. Our first stop was right here, where we saw a wonderful video, historical video, on how this park came to be. And I guess we were here for about 30 minutes. And now we're off we have 2 more stops to make. Can't wait.
Using tents. What's wrong with a tent in wilderness? Do you see a problem?
No insulation.
Yeah, it's not gonna stop much, is it? Especially bear.
Oh yeah, bears.
Once you feed a bear, it's gonna come back and it's gonna figure out who fed it and where it got fed and how it got fed.
So we flew into Fairbanks, Alaska, stayed at the Fairbanks Princess. Then we drove down to the Denali Princess and stayed 2 nights there. Now we're at the McKinley Princess Lodge. We're staying 2 nights there, and then we're going to go down and get on the boat.
Hello everyone. So we are on day 4 of our Princess Land and Sea. We have just arrived at the Fort McKinley Princess Wilderness Lodge. Okay, and just got into our room. And this is what it looks like. Well, I opened up the window. They say Alaska has the freshest air ever. So I just had to test that. Nice big luggage rack. This could double up as a luggage rack. A dresser. Oh, there's a luggage rack. That's good, because we have 2 pieces of luggage. And a fan. Excellent. And there's a fan up there. And here's our bathroom. Hi. And this is the beginning of September, by the way. First week of September. And this is what the bathroom looks like.
Perfect.
Very smooth landing.
Let me get a view of this lake real quick. Beautiful lake.
It is.
There we go. Your Christmas shake right now, baby.
Comes a screamer.
Oh, it's shaking. Good luck trying to stop that. It's like the Incredible Hulk right over in here.
Good going. Way to go.
Woo! Way to go early.
Oh, sad, unexciting times. They canceled our river and rail excursion due to bad weather tomorrow. So, I guess we'll just... There's a shuttle that is it's about an hour long. It's free, it's complimentary. It'll take you into town. Now, they say that at the beginning of the season they charge $10 per round trip. And that's what we were told. And then when we got here, we were told, oh, because it's the end of the season, it's free. So, you never know what it's going to be if you ever decide to come here. But it'd take you into town. I think it's about, they said it was about an hour into town and an hour back.
And it actually has 3 different headwaters as you go further upstream.
Heading into the wonderful Alaskan town of Talkeetna on a very nice bus, I should say.
Mountains to the east of Denali.
I think there's even a bathroom on this bus.
As it continues to flow to the south.
Is there a bathroom back there? There's a bathroom back there.
Meet up with the Susitna River and the Talkeetna River. Headed
Right, this is the raging Alaskan wilderness right here, people. We're in the town of Talkeetna. Looking around, this is called Three Rivers Joining. And it is quite a spot. It's all flooded out, so we can't get any closer. I wish we could. All right, folks, here we chanced upon the Denali Spirit Brew Pub, and we had a great meal and some great drinks. I think this meal was one of, if not the best meal we had on our whole trip. They've got a real chef in the kitchen. I'll testify. I got a bean salad. Henry got a soup. Things are looking good here at the Denali Spirit Brew Pub. All right, we're at the Denali Brewing Company. We got the salmon spread because, of course, salmon. Look at what they do for silverware, you guys. That is so indicative of the Alaskan, rustic Alaskan spirit.
I just think they're too lazy.
And there's Boy Toy. Okay, we're here waiting for the Talkeetna shuttle. I hope I said it right. After a long day of rabble-rousing, tomfoolery, and shopping. And it should be here. It comes every 30 minutes. No, every hour. It comes every hour on the half hour. And then when you're back at the lodge, it comes every hour on the hour. But look at this. Look at these begonias. Everything's bigger in Alaska. So pretty. So here we are at the Princess McKinley Wilderness Lodge at Chateau number 24, enjoying a nice bottle of wine outside of our chateau, which has a nice waterfall by it, having the time of our lives. This is great. There's Chateau number 23. I don't know what number that is. So we got very lucky and we got to see the top of Denali Mountain, which we were told was very rare. Also, exciting times here. The Northern Lights are out. Turns out, if you ask them at the front desk to give you a call if the Northern Lights should show themselves, they will call your room. But you have to ask them at the front desk. Well, I got the call and we were out the door in 5 minutes, dressed and ready to go. This was at 11 p.m. at night. It was really neat being able to see the Northern Lights. It was the whole reason we went in September at the end of their season, because we had the greatest chance of seeing the Northern Lights. It wasn't guaranteed, so we felt very lucky. Well, it's our last day at the Mount McKinley Lodge. We've had 2 wonderful days here. We are going to get on our cruise ship today at 11:45 in about 30 minutes. We're going to be on the Grand Princess. We're lucky to have been able to see that mountain top out there. It's usually shrouded in the clouds. We saw the Aurora Borealis last night. That was pretty cool. This lodge is very nice. Denali was better. This is the Mount McKinley. It's days 5 and 6 of our land and sea package with Princess. Might be days 6 and 7. 5 and 6, I'm going to say. Anyway, the restaurants were out of a lot of things. They were out of Bailey's, for crying out loud. They were out of peppermint schnapps. They were out of Grand Marnier. Oh, and when we went to order last night, everything, they were out of like 5 different things on their menu that we wanted to order. So we had to pay a whole lot of money to get something that we didn't really want. And that happened last night and the night before when we ate at the other restaurant. There are 2 restaurants here inside this lodge right over there, and there are a lot of restaurants. Oh, there's one more restaurant down the road, a block down the road. But they do have a great shuttle system. They will shuttle you all around this complex. Because a lot of times it's raining, so that's good. Or if you aren't very ambulatory, it's good. Or if you just don't feel like walking, it's good. And then they will shuttle you into town. It's an hour into town, this town called Talkeetna, and for $10. They will shuttle you there and back, round trip for $10. There's that peak right there that they say very few people, only 30% get to see. And they say only 1% get to see the whole mountain uncovered from the base to the top. We got to see that too. I have pictures.
Princess has exclusive rights to it, I guess, and this train pulls in. It will discharge passengers that are coming from the ship, and once they get off, you guys will get on and you'll be headed towards the ship. So it's a pretty cool thing. It's a pretty.
So this open coach train ride was super cool. As you can see, you can see out of the sky, up to the sky, and all the way out to the side. And we went past breathtaking vistas. It was about a 5 or 6 hour ride. And they served us lunch on board. And the host was a wealth of information. And we passed some super cool scenery. It was just a lot of fun. It was a great ride. Very comfortable. And of course they had bathrooms on board. Everything you need, really. As you can see, we made it to the cruise ship. Boarding was a breeze. They made it just as easy as it could possibly be. And of course, we never ever carried our luggage around once. So they come and they get your luggage at night, and it magically appears in your room the next day. And boarding, like I said, boarding the cruise ship was super easy. It's just so very impressive how well organized this whole land and sea tour was. It was just amazing.
Nice.
Oh. Exciting times. We're coming up on Mendenhall Glacier. You can see little chunks of ice in the water and little otters who
the otter population is alive well in Alaska.
Have a lot of hair, a lot of thin hairs that help insulate them from the cold. because it is cold out here. Yeah. Okay, we're just about to come into Mendenhall Glacier. We're looking for wildlife out here on the balcony of our ship. Wait, I hear something. I think I hear a whale or a moose or something. What is it? What is it?
It's me.
Oh, it's just Henry. That's a big chunk of ice. We're getting closer.
Why there are any seals up on these mountains? Not yet. Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah. Once in a lifetime. This is September. The very beginning of September 2023. There's an even bigger chunk of ice. We're getting closer. This is Lampier. Lampier. Is this Marjorie or Lampier?
This is Marjorie.
This is Marjorie. Okay. This is Marjorie Glacier. Pretty incredible, wouldn't you say? And over here on the Whirly balcony, we have Mr. Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Looking for a handout. Boy, the seagulls are big around here. They are big. Magnificent. He's probably just tired, needs a place to perch. The interesting thing about these Alaskan cruises, when they are cruising into a glacier park, they shut down all activities. You can still get drinks and food, but they shut down all games, all activities, and the casino. So that people can really enjoy this moment. All right, here we are, panning for gold. Panning for gold. Wish us luck. You got to swirl and twirl.
Perfect.
But it sure is pretty.
After the panning for gold, we got to go on a super cool train ride through the countryside. It was led by a character host who portrayed one of the characters from the gold mining days of Alaska. He was a great actor. These are actually views from the train. Pretty steep cliffs. It was beautiful countryside.
In front of the bar. Well, as he was upset, he ended up walking and finding the marshal. And when he found the marshal, he said, "Hey, come with me." Drags him through the front of Sophie's parlor, where they find out Sophie's men were men of their word. Where they were both shot dead right then. Now, this wouldn't have been much of a problem. I made a joke on the bus earlier that I really meant, which was Skagway was one of the most horrible places on earth you could possibly live. Not only was it cold, not only was it inhospitable, but the crime was unbelievable. People were getting shot in the streets every single night, and it was almost inconsequential. However, the reason this was such a big deal is because Marshal Taylor's wife had just been in the hospital in Skagway, giving birth to the very...
We're out looking for whales.
Alright. Side, the left-hand side of the vessel. This is Admiralty Island, stretching all along that horizon there. This big long island is Admiralty Island. Admiralty's world famous because it has the highest concentration of brown bears anywhere on the planet.
And here we are having lunch at the Orca Point Lodge. This place is gorgeous. Well, the view is gorgeous. I meant the view. The view is gorgeous.
And the day's over. Juneau, Alaska. Alright, here we are in Ketchikan, Alaska. It's a rainforest. It rains 300 days a year. We're on our way to a wilderness boat ride and the Crab Fest, Crab Feast, Dungeness crabs. But the countryside here is beautiful. So many charming houses. Look, we've got real salmon here, ladies and gentlemen, real salmon.
Well, right here at the George Inlet Lodge is where we had our Crab Fest. But first they're taking us off on a boat to go view some nature, some eagles, some hawks, some otters, some moose, some bears. And it was a lovely boat ride. And then they took us back to the George Inlet Lodge for our Crab Fest.
We're crabbing.
There we go. And there's crab in there.
Bringing in the crab.
All right. Hey, let's get a big round of applause for my volunteer guys. 20 feet off the bottom.
All right.
Might be record time right there too.
Well, as it turns out, all-you-can-eat crab was a little misleading. They didn't give us very long to eat and it was stiflingly hot in there. It was so hot I had to step out and get some air.
Well, back into town, Carrie and I decided to go shopping in the lovely town of Ketchikan. It was very charming, and we had a blast.
All right,
right, here we are in the lovely Ketchikan. It's our last stop on the circuit. Princess Land and Sea. Well, Alaska is so beautiful. You really should come do it. At least once in your lifetime. Breathtaking beauty.